that some of us are not new to. However, it is why they let it happen that shocked me. And then I said, you know what? Let's talk about this. Maybe we may talk about the other matter on Monday or any other day. But you see, the root of the entire matter is the fact that somebody believed that this person was her husband in her past life. And for that reason, she wants to get married to the person in this life. And guess how old she is? 4 years. And guess why the villagers and the family members allowed it to happen? Because they indeed believed that the man was her husband in the past life. My questions are, do you believe in reincarnation? How can you indeed tell that someone has indeed reincarnated in another person? You know, they say some people in this current life have existed before. Don't know if I've existed before, in fact. I believe this is my first and only life. However, there are people that believe. You know, they say, this is our grandmother. Oh, a child is born and they say, now our grandmother be this. The way she dey waka, the way she dey behave, the way she dey talk. See the face, see the color, see everything. This is our grandmother. So they call her, what is grandmother? I think it's Nne, Shebi? Nne or something like that. They now call her Nne, or they call her after the grandmother. Or they say, this guy is our great-grandfather. If you had met our great-grandfather, you will know that this boy, this is him that have come back to us. Someone in the past life has been reborn, sometimes in the same family, other times to a different family. We have seen it in movies, we have heard it in stories, but how true is it in real life? Now, let me give you that story in full. A particular group, they are kicking against marriage of a 4-year-old girl to a 54-year-old man in Bayelsa State. A child rights advocacy group in Bayelsa, Dio Foundation, yesterday kicked against the 26 December traditional marriage between a 4-year-old bride and a 54-year-old man at Akedia community in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. In a statement in Yenegua, they described the marriage as illegal, criminal, and child marriage, which is against the Constitution and the Child Rights Act. The statement was signed by Elvis Mane, Bayelsa chairperson of the Dio Foundation. Now, away from all of the condemnation and all of that, this is what drew my attention. The news agency of Nigeria learned that the marriage between the child and the man, simply identified as Elder Akbos, was at the instance of the child's parents. According to a source, the parents of the girl claimed that the man was her husband in her previous life. According to community sources, the girl claimed that the man was her husband who died mysteriously in their previous life. The toddler narrated that over the years, she has been moving from place to place to be given birth to by different parents, searching for her former husband. The source said the little bride said if she was not allowed to marry her husband, she will have no other business in the Acadia community, and that she was going to die peacefully and go away. In order to avoid losing the girl to death, the people of Acadia decided to organize a glamorous wedding ceremony to mark the union of the two previous life lovers. Hold on. I know you're shocked. Calm down. I know the temptation is high to want to comment on the fact that why would the parents even allow a child to be born? I am to be married. I am shocked as well. You know, we're in the year 2023, and I believe that we should have moved past this. But then let's go to the roots. Why did they even let this happen? If the parents were not going to let it happen, the community allowed it to happen. And this was solely because they believed that this man had existed before, and did not just exist before, was her husband. How can a 4-year-old even spew such things and people believe it and swallow it hook, line and sinker baffles me. But it brings to bear the conversation we are having at the moment. Reincarnation. Do you believe in it? How can you tell, for those of you that believe in it, that someone has indeed reincarnated in another person? Now, for those of you who may not know the meaning of reincarnation, it's more like a rebirth. More like existing again. You had existed before, no problem. You are living another life now. You will not look the same. You may not look the same. But then again, you may not bear the same name. You may not be born into the same family. Or maybe the same family. But guess what? You had lived before. You are reborn in a different body. Or as a different species. Yes, that also happens. Different, same soul, different body. 0817 923 0002. That is 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. And WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages is 0809 030 6416. Join the conversation on X. We are at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. A call screener is in standby to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. Someone says, yo, what's up? Thank God it's Friday. How's your mind? How's your body? And how's your soul? Like, I feel like there's somebody that is always mimicking me whenever I come on air. I missed that scream. Should I do it? Did I do it? Thank God it's Friday! Okay, so I did it. This one says, good afternoon, Didi. No, I don't believe in reincarnation, but I do believe that it's real. Because some religion and some traditions see it as a blessing from the gods or deities. Anonymous sent that in. You believe it's real, but you don't believe in it. Is it not the same thing? All right. An X at Nigeria Info PH. Facebook page, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. WhatsApp and Telegram is 0809 030 6416. If you're unable to get through to us via the phone lines, how about you send us a message, and I would gladly read it. Okay. So I have Zion. Zion is calling from GRA. Hi, Zion. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Yeah, D-Square compliment of the season.
Compliments of the season to you. Go ahead.
Is there any word like deja vu?
Yeah, there's a word like deja vu.
And it signifies something, right?
Yeah.
Which means there is something like reincarnation. That's your deja vu moment interpreted something. Look at an event also in the days of the Bible. When Jesus asked them, who do men say I am? Go check that account. They were even telling him that you are somebody that died, that came back to life. You see not so? So why can't we, or why can't I believe that there is something like that? I have a problem with so much laws we have in this land. Most of these laws are not enacted by people that are informed. No. Most of the laws are born out of envy, jealousy, deprivatives. They just want to stifle the process. If they don't like you, they put a law to blind you. There is reincarnation. And most of us have reincarnated. It's just that we don't duplicate those archives that were stolen from us. There was no duplication. So when they came, they stole everything down there and tried to reprint it back to us.
So if you
The
believe in
African,
reincarnation, how can you tell that someone has indeed reincarnated?
that is why I made mention of our archives
Archives.
that was stolen from us by the Europeans.
Okay. Thank
In
you.
that places, there are documentation where people go to check their history. People,
All right. Thank you. Daniel from NTA Road. Welcome, Daniel. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Interesting topic. That's why I called to talk to you.
Okay.
See, my daughter, the only daughter I have, is my mother that incarnated.
It's your mother that
She
reincarnated.
told me this. Yes, it's my mother that came back, and she has overwhelming influence on me so much that she's 20 years, but I have never laid my hands on her. She looks exactly like my mother. She walks like my mother. She talks like my mother. And she controls me. She controls me. I mean, that controls me. And I know she's my mother that came because when my mother was sick, she told I and my wife that she'll come back. That she will be coming to visit us in Port Harcourt. When we went to visit her tomorrow. She passed when she passed, and I gave back to this my daughter. And I saw every feature of my mother in her. Do you know I can never lay my hands on her. I have never
Even when she does wrong, you would not, because she's your mother.
I will talk. I will somebody talk to her. I should be looking at me. I will talk to her. I will tell her she's hurting me by what she did. I have never beaten her once in my life. I will never ever lay my hands on her.
Oh, wow.
She's in final year.
Wow.
Chemical engineering. I have never laid my hands on her.
That's interesting.
Because she treats me like a son.
Your daughter treats you like her son.
My daughter treats me like her son.
So what is your wife saying about the relationship that exists?
My wife has nothing to say about it because she knows that I believe in reincarnation. That is why Jesus Christ asked his disciples, "Who do men say I am?"
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Wow. Ikechukwu from Aba. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead, Ikechukwu.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
This is Jewish King calling from Aba.
You are welcome.
Let me tell you, what people call reincarnation is projective condition gene. You see, you can talk like your forefather, you can talk like your father, that's progenic. It's not reincarnation. What happened, a kind of, your body can come, the body can come up to you. So now, there's this mantra, colloquial like this. How do they put it? There's no life after death. Life has no duplicate. That's the colloquialism. So what I'm trying to tell you, God is not wicked. Because the Bible says you cannot suffer for the second time. Suffering will not come for the second time. The Elijah talk about Elijah. John the Baptist has the spirit of Elijah, not Elijah. So every heart cannot come out again. This is the heart country.
Okay.
You, the journalist, suffering in this country to bring you to Nigeria again to suffer again. So there's no calculation. It's just what the Indians believe.
Okay. Thank you. Reward from Rumodomaya. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Hello.
Reward, go ahead. Oh, so sorry, Reward. Mira from Okrika. So sorry we lost the call with you as well. So I'll go to your WhatsApp messages now. Compliments of the season. There is absolutely nothing like reincarnation. Aramachuku from Messyland. My name is Susan. I believe it is real because my last baby called my mother-in-law's name when she was not yet up to 2 years. How did she say it? It's she, daddy, Mimi, and mentioned the woman's name, and we were amazed that night. I mean, how is that? Okay. Arama from Messyland, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Dennis. Compliment of the season.
Compliments of the season to you too.
Okay, I've been laughing here, but sincerely, I feel so bad that enlightened persons in the 21st century would mistake it's absurd. Just because your child speaks like your mom, behaves like your late mom, or have some physical features or resemblance, doesn't mean that's your mom. There is no life after death. And making reference to the question Christ asked the disciples, who the men say I am. He just wanted to know the perception of persons about him. He was 100% man and 100% God while on earth. That question has absolutely nothing to do with reincarnation. There is nothing like reincarnation.
All right, thank you so much. Ikechi from Eneka, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Double D.
Good afternoon, Ikechi.
Compliments of the season.
Same to you. Go ahead.
All right. On the topic of reincarnation, what I was about it is it's just a belief by some individuals. If you see anyone who calls himself a Christian that believes in reincarnation, that individual is from a sect. Let me explain something to you. Genetics. That information from your great-grandfather, from your great-grandmother, that does not mean you have been reincarnated. Let me say something here. When babies die, they go to heaven because many of them haven't done anything wrong. They arrive in heaven. Now it's God's own personal decision. If he wants to send that child back or keep the child with him. These are spiritual mysteries. When a man dies once, then comes judgment. There is nothing like reincarnation.
All right, thank you, Ikechi. I have to take the call from Muriel. She's called several times. Hi, Muriel. Welcome to the sunny side. What's happening with you on the network today?
Thank you, Denise. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't believe in reincarnation at all. Now, I think it's not even in the Bible. Christians are not supposed to believe in that, honestly. But you believe in the Bible and you believe in something else. But for the little girl, I don't think her parents should have allowed her to do that. Now, if she said she will go and die in peace and let the just allow her to go, I think it's a familiar spirit that is troubling that child. And I think they should have worked on trying to deliver the child. Now, if she believes that is her husband, that was her husband's personal life, does the man believe same? So this man that accepted to marry this girl, what will he be doing with a 4-year-old child? Will he keep her and be feeding her and be training her or something? Or will he be doing everything that a man and wife does? I don't understand how this kind of thing. And in the overall case, I think the law of the land to take its course. Honestly, that is child abuse, child marriage,
Exactly.
and they should be arrested. The parents that gave their consent should be arrested as well. That is a minor. She does not have whether they say as a god or a goddess. Doesn't matter, Denise. The parents should be arrested for giving the consent going against the law.
All right.
That's what I think.
All right, thank you, Muriel. Hope Singh Jr. on Facebook says reincarnation is a lie. Stanley Rental says, okay. Udoka says reincarnation is a nice bedtime story for children at night. Imagine you reincarnate and still came back to Nigeria just to get married to the love of your life again. So if I let it tire you, the problem with us is that we mix tradition with Western education. Tomorrow, same people will say after death is judgment. Onoha from Rumola, welcome to the sunny side. Talk to me.
Yes, my happy compliment of the city.
Same to you.
Yes, I heard the topic you are discussing about. It's real.
he recognizes him again. Until he makes himself known to them, showing that who he was before death, he is not the person he is now. There's the same spirit.
All right, thank
so
you.
the connection is abound everywhere.
Okay. Wow. A lot of Bible scholars on this conversation. Wow. A lot of Bible scholars on this conversation. Prince Annie says, yes, it really exists. Now, church, they make people forget where they come from. Dimka Church Rasta says, I salama for you, did I believe in reincarnation because Jesus is the incarnation of God. Civilization has made African Americans forget some of our good beliefs. After the commercial break.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info.